Hey, how's it going YouTube? My name is Nacho. Today we're going to be talking about some more details that have been released for Resident Evil 7. It seems like almost every day something new comes out. Like, chill Capcom, it ain't Christmas yet, is it? I don't know. Today a new article was posted on this Japanese gaming site, gamer.ne.jp. Fuck, I can't talk right now. Now, of course, when I went to this website, the entire article is in Japanese, and I don't know a single word in Japanese. So it being 2016, I just translated the entire article, and awesome, I understand words now. I feel good about myself. There was one Reddit user that summarized the article in its entirety and laid out a couple of points that the article made. Point number 1, escape type gameplay does play a role in Resident Evil 7. Now, I'm not too excited for this point because I'm not exactly a fan of just being chased throughout an entire action sequence. Although if it is done right and you don't make the player completely powerless against the opponent like Slenderman, then I'm all for it. Point number 2, searching for details is important with an increased focus on exploration. Now this point certainly has me excited because I do remember playing Resident Evil 1 and feeling like a little private investigator examining these little items and having them expand into keys and stuff like that, or just examining areas in general and finding little details that the regular eye wouldn't see. I'm all for exploration. I mean, I love Fallout and I love Skyrim, so seeing it being utilized in a horror game could be very interesting. Point number 3, interactive environments. They try to make a lot of things in the environment interactable. This point also sits in my good side because the more you make an area or a level more immersive, it'll just make the player feel like they're actually in the game. So this is a very good point, and I am not disappointed so far. Point number 4, puzzles are utilized during the process of gameplay. Woo! Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I'm too excited for this. And the search and find element of older games. Now, if you haven't watched, I keep plugging this fucking video in, but if you haven't watched my 10 things Resident Evil 7 needs to not fail video, this is just another thing that I can scratch off my list. I am so happy, guys. I am so happy. Point number 5, battle with brutal intelligence. They seem to boast something about the enemy AI and having to think about your actions and options instead of encounters being mindless. Now this point has to be a little dig at Resident Evil 6 and 5, where the AI was pretty, I wouldn't say mindless, but certainly it wasn't as tricky as, say, Resident Evil 4 or any Resident Evil games before that. Okay guys, okay nachos, if there are zombies in this game, and hopefully there are, doesn't that bring a little contradiction to the smarter AI thing that's going on here? I mean, aren't they supposed to be brainless or some shit? I don't know. Fuck it. Point number 6. The phone is apparently an important central icon to RE7. This comes to no surprise because there has almost been a phone call in every fucking piece of footage we've seen for Resident Evil 7 so far. So, not surprised. Point number 7. Focus on good graphics while also getting the performance they want on target platforms. If you don't remember how psyched people were when they saw footage of Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube. On the GameCube, which was considered one of the lesser graphic-oriented systems at the time, it blew people's minds. And so Capcom's focus on graphics and performance is a very good thing to hear. Now there are a few more points that talk about graphics and the experiences that testers have had so far, in which they've been very positive in terms of being horrified of the game, as well as a mention about the overall completion of the game. The game is actually playable 100%. They're just killing some bugs here and there. But the last point I want to talk about is the following. Of course, the article is interviewing one of the developers of Resident Evil 7, and this is what he says. Wants to work on more Resident Evil games and thinks people will be able to play Resident Evil 7 and future projects he hopes to make in the Resident Evil franchise, and people will be able to exclaim, "Now this is Resident Evil," while also bringing something new to the table. Now, that's pretty much all and everything that Resident Evil 7 has to be. It has to be Resident Evil, and it has to bring something new to the table. That's pretty much the summary of what needs to make this game perfect. If you don't remember how influential Resident Evil 1 was for horror games, and then Resident Evil 4 was for third-person shooter games, Resident Evil 7 can be a very new thing we're talking about here in terms of how influential it is in first-person horror games. I just can't wait to see how impactful this game will be. I mean, the developers seem very confident in this game, and that's a very good sign. So that about does it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and join the nachos today. I upload Resident Evil videos from Monday through Thursday, so be sure to check out my channel. There's a bunch of Resident Evil stuff, especially the newer stuff I've been uploading. Don't forget to comment down below which one of these new details has you most excited. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the support, and as always, stay single.